Good morning, happy Monday. If you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I come here a few days a week. I invite you to my personal space, and my primary goal is to inspire you and educate you. I hope you learn something from my podcast today. And I ask you to invite your friends. And if you've not liked my page, please do that. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. I'll truly appreciate. We're here to listen and learn from one another. We're here to encourage one another. And we're here to look for growth. And that is personal growth, or it could be growth for your family, or it could be growth for your children. And that way we are able to live a life with purpose, without going through depression, anxiety, and all these things that come with life journey stresses. So today is Monday, and Monday is the day we kind of set goals for the week and look forward to things we want to do. Friday for me is the day that I try to reflect on the week, and Monday is the day for me that I start reflecting on next week. So today we want to talk about not knowing what you want. It is the biggest challenge. Maoko, I've not seen you for some time. Have you been? It is the biggest challenge that I face right now at my place of work, where I sell the beads, where customers come in, and they're telling you they want, let's say, waist beads, and then you ask them, they're like, they've never worn waist beads, but they like to try. So when you ask them, what's your favorite color, they don't know. When you ask them, do you want it on up top or at the bottom, they don't know. Do you want waist beads that you screw in and leave them there, or you take them out, they don't know. Okay, they're looking for an outfit and they're going to an event. Do you want a short skirt or a long skirt? They say, I don't know. Do you want a dress with sleeves or sleeveless? I don't know. Every Saturday, I deal with people, strangers of course, and they don't know. I've heard that word so much that, I thought we should talk about it today. And I'm always grateful to, I don't even know how it happened, that at one part of my life, I knew how to make decisions, deciding what I want. I literally know what I want. And some of you who are married, I don't know at what time or consciousness you engaged in choosing your spouse. I knew exactly what I was looking for in a spouse, although I was younger. But I was looking for someone that at that time was matching with what I was thinking. And this is funny now because, when you look back, you're like, who thinks like that? I was thinking of finding a husband that can allow me to go to the club because I like the club. I was looking for a husband who could allow me to wear a miniskirt because I love to wear miniskirts. I was looking for a husband that could just let me hang out and be with my friends. Like, those were like the criteria. I didn't want a smoker. I wanted someone who can, go out and have a drink with me, because at that time that was important for me. I wanted someone who can give me freedom. I had a list of things of what I was looking for in a man. Now that I've matured, maybe the list will change depending on your age. But when you're younger, your list is different than when you are older, because now life has changed for you. If I had to look for a new spouse now, my requirements are going to be slightly different than the ones I had when I was 21. And when I met guys, straight up, I put up the things that I was looking for. And I also wanted a man that had a village, that belonged to a village, because I'm a village girl and I love the village life to some extent. When I would go on dates, I would ask them, do you have a village? Ushago? Like, do you go to your village? Good morning, Kemto. Do you go to your village? How often? There are things that I wrote down. I started journaling when I was like maybe 10 or 12, and I still have those journals of the things I was looking for. I like to write. Everything I want to, I think about, I write. I think, I write. So I pretty much knew what I wanted. And once I got into the relationship, I was very clear to clarify to my husband what I wanted. And even intimacy. We are not clear when we meet with people. We start having romantic affairs. We are not clear to our spouses if we don't like kissing, we don't like holding hands, we don't like cuddling. We are not clear. We don't even know what you want. So again, when you get into a relationship, a lot of us don't take time to think and decide. Look at the situation and say, what am I likely to do if I choose this over this? You understand where you're thinking, if I take this or I don't take this, what are the consequences? Okay, analyze the situation in where you are, where you need to know. You need to know that, you know what, I like red. You need to know, I don't like men who smoke. Like, I did not want to marry a police officer. I did not want to marry a man in the army. Their relationships I just did not want to be in for a partner, and it is okay. So when you know what you want, when you meet those people that you are talking to, you will know how to filter. You should know what you're looking for in friendship. You should know what you're looking for in a business. You should know what you're looking for in a place of work. What are you looking for? Do you know what you're looking for? And I always talk about my parents. For my mom half the time, even when I used to buy her dresses, I would tell her there's a pink and blue, and she would tell me, give me anything. My mom, anything is okay. And I could never understand how anything is okay. But again, she was not socialized, or she was not raised to make decisions. My generation, we knew, like, you know, you need to make the decisions. You need to say, I like pink or I like red. I like blue. Like, we grew up, I'm in my 50s. We grew up with options. But my mom's time, anything went. There was no choice of, do you want this or do you want that? You are given. But when you look at a lot of people, the problems they have, they cannot make the decisions. For you to make a decision, you need to know, how prepared are you? Are you prepared to make a decision? Are you prepared to end a relationship? Are you prepared to start a relationship? Are you prepared to leave your toxic job? Are you prepared to start a new job? When you're thinking about these things, look at the best thing that can happen, and be ready for the consequences. Because once I chose that husband that goes to the club, once I chose the husband that is drinking, once I chose the husband that is doing all the things that were good at that age, it came a time where I just wanted him to stop. And now there was a crisis, because all these things were looking good. I thought we could do it for a short time. Remember, I'm not thinking on his behalf. I'm saying, now we need to stop drinking and start raising a family. We. Irene, good morning. Milka, good morning. So look at those choices you're making. What are the consequences? And some of the decisions you need to ask yourself, is it a good timing? Timing is very, very important when you're making a decision. You cannot just decide and move out and you don't have a place to go, because now you have not planned how you're moving out. You're just going to pack your things and then the next thing you're homeless. The timing when you're making that decision. A lot of us don't put focus on making decisions. For you to make a decision, you need to stop everything you're doing and sit down and make a decision. Betty, good morning. You need to focus on decision making. You don't just make, you are not like 50, you cannot be 50-50. You need to make one decision. So if you need to make one decision, you always have to focus. You need focus on that decision that you need to make. You are starting a business. You are ending this relationship. You are starting this. You are saving. Give that decision time so you can focus. And for you to make an informed decision, you need to do your homework. Now, when I was dating, I met different kinds of men that I went on dates with. I knew what I was looking for. When I know what I'm looking for, I had enough information to make a decision based on those things. Do you have a village? No. Do you allow your woman to wear a miniskirt? No. Do you allow your woman to have men friends? You know, I went to school in a mixed boarding school. Most of my friends, majority of my friends are male. So when I met my husband, I informed him that I want you to know, as much as I'm dating you, I have a school of men that I talk to, because that's how I'm socialized. Are you okay with my men friends? Oh, the one told me, no, me, you can't. You cannot talk to men. Okay, that date ended. You need information. Don't put emotions when you're making a decision that is a very tough decision. Stop feeling. I tell my children, you always have to engage logic over emotions. Because emotions, you just cry today, then tomorrow it's gone. That's why I get frustrated when I'm talking to someone about a very tough decision we are trying to make. Then they start crying. I understand some of you like to cry. But now if you cry, you're putting emotions. You lose the logic. You always need, for you to make a wise and an informed decision, you cannot cry and make a decision, because when you're crying, your brain is not fresh. So you cannot decide anything when you're crying. How are you going to cry and make a decision, a big decision? Remove the emotions and engage the logic. Now get your pen and piece of paper. Let's write this down. These are the notes to write down. Identify what decision you need to make in your life. Identify what decision you need to make in your life. That's number one. Okay. Gather information on that decision. Go around and look at, do your homework, so that way you know the consequences of that decision. Okay. Gather information and know the consequences. Identify alternatives to your decision. If there is an alternative, that way you don't fail. Once you make a choice and it's not it's not going well, right? Oh my goodness, what is this? Hold on. Once you make that decision and the decision doesn't go, somebody is doing something. Once you make that decision and the decision is not going okay, what are the alternatives? Because you know what? You're making a decision to end a bad relationship. You're making a decision to quit a bad job. You're making a decision to save your money. You're making a decision to start cleaning yourself. You're making a decision to stop wasting time on Facebook. You're making a decision to choose good friends for yourself. Identify the alternatives, okay? And then number 4, write the advantages and disadvantages before you make those decisions. Weigh them, so that way you put them on a scale, okay? And know that if I fail, I have an alternative, okay? Set alternatives. Write the alternatives you have for that decision. After that, now you can take action. Take action and make that decision. Do not be undecided. You cannot be undecided about certain decisions. You need to review your decision and take action. Write that down. Take action. Review again your decision and the consequences. Review the decision that you have made. And what are the consequences? We said good and bad. A lot of you don't know what you want. And it's the most frustrating thing. Not knowing what you want. Even when you're married, you don't know what you want in a marriage. You're just there. You don't know why you chose the man you're with. If I can tell me 3 reasons why you picked your spouse. You don't know what was good about them. How many children did you want to have? After how long were you choosing to have children? How long were you married before you had children? And you know what even really shocks me today? That women can have children that they cannot afford. Not just one. One child is okay. A second child, a third child. Like literally young women are having children they cannot afford. And they want to slide into your inbox and ask you to pay school fees for your children. When you are having child number 1, number 2, number 3, when don't you know when to stop? And you know why I talk about women? It's because you're the one carrying the child for 9 months. For 9 months, whoever gave you the sperm is gone. You are working with a child. After you deliver that child, you cannot abandon the child. Your husband cannot carry the child. Your boyfriend cannot carry the child. Why are you making a decision to have so many children you cannot support? And now you're going to slide in another person's inbox, or you're going to slide in somebody's phone and ask for school fees. Children are made through sex. Children are meant through you going in a room, unless you are raped, and having sex with someone. Children are not bought. Children are not dropped at your doorstep. It's a decision you made that you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. When you're making that decision, what are you thinking? Are you making children so you can slide and ask other people to take responsibility of your children? At 50 years old, I knew I needed to be making wise decisions for myself. I got married and I waited not to have children because I could not afford them. So now when I have the children, somebody else somewhere who had children without thinking wants me to take the little money that I make from waste beads and give it to them to feed their children. Why are you having children you cannot afford? That is a decision you have to make. Why are you cohabiting with someone who doesn't want to marry you? Why are you moving in with a man? Why are you moving in with a woman that you don't know if you want to marry? You need to decide. It's either you want it in or you don't want out. We create excuses why we are where we are, but we never take responsibility for our bad choices. It is always everybody's fault but our fault. We don't blame ourselves for the bad choices we make. And then the best thing you can do to learn how to make decisions is owning your decisions. Once you've decided on something, stick with it. Let nobody come and tell you that it was a bad decision. You already know it was a bad decision because things are not going the way you planned them to go. Own your bad and good decisions. Once you've owned your decisions, you're going to start a new beginning and you'll be more motivated. That way, you can live a life with purpose. A life with purpose is a life that is lived with consciousness that, you know what, we make mistakes, we made bad choices. Sometimes we are right, sometimes we are wrong. Sometimes we do good things, sometimes we do bad things. There is nobody who has it perfect. Even us who are well calculated, we are writing things, we are journaling, we are saying this. No. We end up making bad decisions. But at the end of the day, own your mistakes. And next time tell yourself, in your second marriage, I will make a better informed decision. Next time, anyway, once after you have the children, there's nothing you can do. Now expand your network and try to grow your business so that you can take care of those children. But don't have children and slide into people's inboxes to pay school fees for you. My passion is on children. I'm passionate about children. I will pay school fees for children who don't have parents because the parents probably did not stand a chance to do anything for their children. And that is how I came with amasase.org, a non-profit organization, right? This is my organization, and I'm going to start taking donations for the next school fees run. This organization is for children who don't have parents. It's for children who are not able to help themselves, not adults who are consenting adults coming to my inbox to tell me they don't have dinner. Helen, good afternoon. No, you should not be making children if you cannot feed them. You should not be cohabiting with someone you don't know if you want to marry them or not. You should not be calling me, you don't know what you want. Some of you come to my inbox, you ask, oh, I need this, I need that. When I ask you, what do you want? You don't know what you want. I'm not sure. You should know the color that you like. You should know the sex style you like. You should know the sex things you don't like. Everything you should be able to know. Tell that other person what you like and what you don't like. And make those decisions and don't be afraid. Thank you for watching. I hope I've inspired you. I hope you learned something. I hope you can live here and decide, you know what, moving forward, I need to make informed decisions and stick with them. Maridad, good morning, Wahaba. Thank you for your support. Yobesh, good morning. You make a decision and don't look back. Don't blame anybody. Don't just say so and so. No. Take responsibility of your choices. And when you know what you want, people respect that. Once people know that, you know what, Penny doesn't take this, Maridadi doesn't take this, people are going to respect that and treat you that way. And that's how you're going to have an easy life. I hope you learned something. Please share this video. Thank you for watching. I am not here without you. I truly appreciate your support. And if you've not liked my page, please do that and share this video so we can all listen and learn from one another. God bless you and cheers.